Welcome to the Misfits Show. This is covering men's virtual magazine, or men's vag, as you like. Issue number 9. We're covering that tonight, live here from the Spread Eagle, our virtual pub, for laughs, chats, and cold ones, and do the usual Friday night thing, right? Celebrate the end of the working week and the beginning of the weekend with a few beers and having a look at a few stories. That's what... Well, get rid of that. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do just that. And we're going to be covering quite a lot of stuff. Actually, quite a lot of stuff. Like this. So, big one tonight. We're going to talk about the World Cup, England, Harry Kane, all that kind of good stuff. There is a massive, mega Misfits fight this weekend. Loads of drama, loads of chaos already. Maybe some of the fights don't even happen because of it, right? That's going to happen, so we're going to talk about that. Bonnie Blue is fucking horrid, absolute horrid. So we're going to talk about Bonnie Blue and all, right? We're going to do Remembering, which is of the Loaded magazine. I've got a 26-year-old copy of Loaded magazine right here. We're going to cover that. And that's not it. That's not all. There's more, folks. And we're going to do a thing called Once Were Warriors. There's something that's been really bugging us, if I'm honest with you. It's been proper mega bugging me over the last kind of few days. And I need to get it off my chest. We're going to cover all of that as well on today's The Misfits Show. The Misfits Show. Howdy. I've shook things up at the beginning a little bit here, right? I've shook things up just a little bit to see how it all goes. Right, so let me just do this. What I'm really keen to do is to see all of the chat. So I have made some amendments which fucking haven't worked. I can see that's from straight away. I've made some amendments where I can't see shit on the chat. I want to see more of the chat, especially when people put in sweary words. That happens a bit, right? Sweary words, and anybody who jumps on the X. So I'm going to have to keep a really sharp eye. Do you know what I'm going to do? Actually, just give me 1 second so I can fucking do this shit. Projector mode. Create an output projector. I can do this and do this shit live. It means nothing to you. It means it's not going to mean nothing to you. But it does mean that I can actually see some fucking chat for once. Which is good news. So. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this type of stuff live. I don't want to try to do new shit live. But we'll try. Right then. So, as we do, we get them in. Get them in. So we've got Mrs. Cumberbatch here, and lads. We've got Ian. I'm in. Do you mind if I sit here? Oh, that's a good reference for a virtual pub. Nice. Oi. Walk in the outdoors. I'll drink your beer. We've got Elaine's in the house. Elaine is in the house. We've got, hey everyone, the artist formerly known as Mark McQueen is here as well. Kaz, hola, is in the house as well. So we've got a few jumping in already, even at 7:04. Well done, everybody. Actually, do you know what? You all, Boss T, I'm just finishing some work, but listen. Tell you what, you lot get 5 points for being the early starters. So we've got Becky. We've got Ian. We've got Kenny. We've got Elaine. Mark. We've got Kaz. And we've got the Basti. You all receive 5 glorious points for this evening's show. I wished I didn't drink. Who says that? Ian. Ian, you do love a drink. Let's be honest, right? You do love a drink. So how we're doing? I've got a bit of a glass of whiskey and coke here, but I do have an Estrella to open as well, and Estrella will keep me that liquid, that fluid, that volume, right, that will get me through a good chunk of the show. So then, what's been going on? What's people drinking? Everybody got a drink in hand? We're in here. We all good? Oh, do you know what I'm not doing? I'm not doing a sound check. I'll have to do that as well. I'm trying to be more professional. In my attempt at professionalism, I'm being less professional. That's not good. That's not good. I've also got a comment there off a flatliner who's saying he can't see it, but I think he's commented on the wrong thing. Fucking hell. Flatliner who's saying he can't... Yeah, it's working. It's working. Sometimes I think people I jump onto an old stream thinking it's a new one. I don't know why, but they do. Pacifico, I'm on coffee. Forgot to buy me beer. Fucking what? Kenny the beer guy forgot to buy beer. That's weird. Corona for me again. Mark McQueen's on Corona. Remember, I thought about Corona the other day. There was I saw a picture of, I don't know what the fuck it was about, really, to be fair. But it was just saying about Stella being on cheap, sitting there on cheap. And what I couldn't... Oh, do you know what it is? Is that? The comments aren't going off. Oh, fucking hell. I fucked about the comments, so the comments are always there. Oh, man. I've tried to do something with me comments so I can always see the comments. That's what I've tried to do, right? Chat delay, hide delay. No, they should drop off. I don't know why. I'll take that. I don't know why the fucking... I'll put them on now and again. What's I saying? Alright, so like stacks and stacks of Stella, since Stella, like cheap, this, whatever, right? And it reminded me, right, of this time when, remember during COVID? And it was the coronavirus. And like, people wouldn't buy Corona because it was the coronavirus. Remember that? That was actually a thing. Everything was, the fucking shelves were being stripped, right, of everything. It doesn't matter what it was being stripped. But and I saw this with my eyes, right? There'd just be stacks of Corona. People wouldn't buy Corona because for some reason it was like this. There was an association of the coronavirus. How absolute wild is that? Like, humans are so fucking thick, isn't there? I think what I'm going to do is, all big shelves were empty. That is true, Kenny. That is true. It's fucking stupid. How stupid is that? That is so stupid. My God. I mean, thankfully, a company never released a beer called the Starmer. Oh, there is a Starmer Pramen? How's the Starmer Pramens? I like a Starmer Pramen. We should start to connect Starmer Pramen with Kia Starmer. The human race is fooked. It is. I think what I'm going to do is this. See this box here? I'm sure you can see the box, can't you? Can actually. Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep that live box up there so you just always see what the last one was. That's the best way. I think that is the way. And then what I'll do is I'll collapse down that. I'll get rid of that. Don't need that. And I can always just see what the last box was. Gives me a lot more space and I can read everything. This is the way, guys. This is the way. Right then, so as I said, full packed show tonight. We've done the get 'em in, so now time for the cover. The cover. We will lose the comments every time I flick away from the screens. That's the only thing. So here's this week's cover. I've put on, right, there's Flatliner there as you came in. I might have missed him on the... Oh, Flatliner is in as well. Howdy, Flats. Flats, lad. Howdy. I must have missed you on the transition. On that transitional PV that I did. Oh, you're there. I can't see you now. I can't see you. That's better, you said. Try to do best of both worlds, I'll try. Oh, so he's in as well. I abandoned humanity during COVID. Not worth the effort. I wasn't. So, I've stuck for this week. And what I like to do is I like to put a fella on the cover, right? I do like to put a fella on the cover because it is Men Said. It's all about the fellas, right? Oh, I didn't say that. Disclosure Day, I'm really, really looking forward to seeing that. It's like my one movie this year that I wanted to see. So that is not good feedback. So it is. You can't have escaped the fact that it is. Well, actually, do you know what? You might have escaped the fact that it's the World Cup because this is the most muted World Cup I've got any recollection of. The World Cups have always been this massive, big, super big, mega event. And for some reason, this one, every 4 years, but this one, it just hasn't been that big a build-up or anything. Unless I'm just in a little bubble somewhere and just not seeing it. It just doesn't feel as if there's been this massive, massive build-up. It is absolutely, yeah, it is. It's 100% about that. But I like to put a fella on the cover to disguise that. That's what it's all about. It's about the disguise of. So, and we'll get on at this, right? Because in Loaded used to put on the Gallaghers and Vad Bob Moore. It was all about the fellas on the cover, right? All about the fellas on the cover. But then you get into the depths, and it's more about the others, definitely. But it's been such a muted, World Cup so far. But I couldn't not do a Men Said and not touch on the World Cup concern. It kicked off last night. I watched the first game, and I watched some of the opening ceremony. They do the usual, right? I think they dragged out Salma Hayek. Do you know last week I said about what annual events do you always find somebody getting dragged out for? So at Christmas, Mariah Carey gets dug up, Michael Bublé gets dug up. Each World Cup or Euros, it's Baddiel and Skinner come out. Remember we talked about oh, Becky, who's that fellow you fancy? Keith Allen, Fat Les. We talked about, he comes up with Vindaloo, right? These guys come all out, didn't they? They all come back out again. But Salma Hayek's one and Shakira's one. If it's something to do in Mexico, they drag them out. But I thought it looked good. And Kaz, I bet it was banging. Absolutely banging out in Mexico. I know you and Basti had a table in a bar in Mexico watching Mexico play. Must have been really, especially with the win, 2-0. Awesome. Must have been good. But it's happening, so we're going to talk a little bit about Harry Kane, because he's the best we've had, right, to be fair. There's a Misfits fight tomorrow night, and and I've said this in the past, and I do apologise. Oh, I've just realised I've not fucking recorded. Stop recording. I'll stop recording. This is something to do clips. Don't know if you noticed. Did anybody notice this week that at 7 PM every night I dropped a clip of last week's show into X as a bit of an advert for the show. So I just picked up a few bits and I pumped them out 7 o'clock because 7 o'clock is the Men Said slot. That's the plan, right? 7 PM Men Said. That is the plan. And I pumped out a few of the a few of the Men Said clips at 7 PM. One of them was actually the Christmas song by Fat Les. That was one of them. Why have I said that for? Fucking hell, I hate him on my brain. It's so shit. I was leading up to something there. Anyway, we're going to talk about Misfits. So Misfits, it's Friday at 7 PM and it's the Men Said show. That'll probably get me a copyright that. Misfits is tomorrow. Oh, this is me. Yes, this is it, right? This is it. Oh, I'm on the big telly. Oh, right, 5 points, Elaine. I'm on the big telly, Elaine. Thank you so much. I love being on a big telly. I feel as if you can't really take this in. All of this gloriousness, you can't take this in if it's not on the big telly. This is a big telly event, really is. What the fuck was I saying? Elaine, you've spun us there a bit now. Oh, I've said this before. But tomorrow night, my plan is to do a live watch-along for the Misfits. That was it. The Misfits fight. Misfits tomorrow. Oh, that does cover it, though. You have to take a photo of your big telly and post it on Twitter. That's right, Ian. That's what we've done in the past. I've got you on a tiny iPad. A tiny iPad is a big phone, though, innit? Flats. Plus, it'll be propped up in your kitchen, right? Whilst you're doing a salmon salad, I believe. It's a salmon salad kind of vibe tonight, I think, from Flats. And so yeah, Misfits tomorrow night. It's half banging, half going to not happen, and we'll cover why. And my plan is, and I've said it before, and I've always failed, fair dues, but my plan is to do a live stream watch along of the Misfits, and I'm going to be doing it. Bop 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 bop. Wildcam. Why's my Wildcam thing gone? Where's Wildcam gone? I used to have a Wildcam logo up here. Wildcam. Well, I've got a second camera. So what my plan is to have my first camera like that, and my second camera, I'm going to film, right, the fights and put it in the corner. I'll have to blurify it, right, and I'll put some of my banners down the bottom. But we'll have a few whiskies and a few beers, right? I'm watching that coming now. Watching Misfits, and it could well be a proper banging night, if I'm honest with you. It could well be. Bonnie Blue, fucking hell. Like, is she the worst of us? So we'll be talking about Bonnie Blue as well tonight. I've got the Loaded, Remember and Loaded, and then I've got We Were Once Warriors. So We Were Once Warriors. I watched Gladiator 2. Actually, I'll wait. Right then, so yeah, I need to be able to cover that up. Actually, fuck that. I've done something with the chat box to try to. I've tried to fix something with that chat box, but now I'm keeping it on an overlay all the time. It's not great. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to be able to see all comments. So for some, I've been doing research, whatever. We're kind of working out. But what you see on the screen, where is it? The chat you see on the screen, that's the raw chat. So you can post. Somebody post something crude. Actually, somebody post the worst words. Somebody post anybody. You get 5 points if you post the word cunt. Right? This should come up on there, but it'll not come up my chat panel, right? And if you put it on X, I'll not see anything either. Bollocks tit, says Ian. So that's where's it going? So that's came up there on the screen, but that's not came up on my chat panel because oh no, it does now. But no, I think it need to be cruder, like fuck, cunt, bastard. Do you know what I mean? Something like that. You need to be somebody just lay it on us. Somebody put up, get up lasses, Craig Johnson Outdoors. Craig, I watched your video as well last week, mate. Good on you. And yours, Kenny. You had a good one, Kenny, lad. Come on, somebody throw it at us. Throw it at me. Don't do it like that. Cunt didn't come up, did it not? Cunt didn't come up. Cunt. That I put didn't. Oh, still a day, one note. That's what really suited quick for me. Still a day. I just posted it and it didn't show. So there's something. I've went on, right, and there's no filters on any words at all. I've got listed. I should see everything, absolutely everything, and I only see so much on my chat panel. Do you know this one? Whoop. I sent it's not showing. No, right. Okay, that's. So we say fuck. This is what you want to do, honest. This is what. Get up, lass. Here, it's Steve Fortune, Craig Johnson, and Walk Kenny Outdoors. It's the Kamsky Gazers. This is what you want to do on a Friday night, didn't you? You want to be typing cunt and fuck and bastard on a live stream. Like for my to help me work out what's going on, right? Tip rank. That's Kim. Oh, fuck's Kim up. That's Kim up. Standalone. Oh, standalone cunt is filtered. Standalone cunt is filtered. Oh, that's Kim up. The other one. So, right, okay, guys, calm down. Fucking hell, calm down, guys. Some of it comes up, some of it, I don't know why. But I'm trying, if it's on the screen here, I can see everything. I can see everything anyway, that's the thing, right? Every time I put cunt, it doesn't show. Right, okay then, you bastards. Didn't worry about it. You've done well, right? You've done well. Well done, everybody. Right. Is that what? What can you toss putting cunt in? Right, good on, good on. Anyway, but that's why I want this chat panel here. Because it means I can see everything. I might have to lean in. Or I might have to stick a pair of glasses on to read it. I might have to put my Keir Starmers on. To read it, right? But. That's why the chat panel's there. I'll keep it there. I'll switch it on and off if I'm doing any other shit. I don't know. Fucking I'm wanting to send myself on that. Anyway. So. Issue number 9, guys. Issue number 9. You can't see it. You can if I move this out the way for a second. The merch this week is Mark will be in your DMs. So last week one of the things that, because what I do on a Saturday, I do some weights on a Saturday. I knock off the dust off a Friday night, and I re-watch this like 2 hours. And if there's like a few clips, I just make a note of like the timings of the clips. And I did laugh at myself. I did chortle. It's saying that, hey, be careful of Mark will be in your DMs. As if Mark's some kind of a fucking like internet boogeyman. Is anyway, it made me smile. Don't know what Mark like. I don't know if Mark's watching this in front of his family. That'll not go down well, right? Mark's sitting there with all his family around watching the TV. And I'm sitting about, Mark will be in your DMs. Of course he won't be. I just made us laugh. To make Mark out to be some sexual boogeyman. Oh, that's it. Mark's a sexual boogeyman. Mark's a sexual boogeyman. That's next week's t-shirt. Oh, I'll do it on. I wonder what EI makes of that. That'll be fucking class. That's next week's. Anyway, so fucking class that. So anyway, more than 60 seconds. It's on the delay flatliner. Is on zero delay, 0 filters, 0 delay. When somebody types something, it should come up. There is a thing called latency where there is an automatic delay set in, and that's because like the processing speed needs to be able to process and compress before it releases. So what I'm seeing now is a bit of a delay of about 20 seconds. Everything else is as compact as it can be. I can't do nothing about anything. But I do love that you're here. Right, so this week's editorial, I want to start being a bit more like men's virtual magazine, Men's Vag. I want to be a bit more like that, and start pushing out these pages. It's Men's Vag pages. I've said we are back again for another great show. I mean, you'll tell me if it's great or not. This week I've been thinking about how we have changed over the last 100 years, and in that time we're so far away from what we were. Deep shit, eh? I'm going to talk about that. We're going to talk about it because, I don't know, something really kind of hit us this week. Something proper hit us this week. So then, Harry Kane, the World Cup. Let me put the chat back up as well. Harry Kane, the World Cup. World Cup started last night. You have to take a photo of your big tally and post it on Twitter. That was all, that one. That's the old one. My paternal grandfather was born in 1886. Your granddad was born in 1886. Jeez, oh, flatliner. That's old, isn't it? That is old. So, World Cup started. I thought it was decent yesterday. I watched the Mexico game. There's games that happen in the middle of the night. Fucking South Korea played the Czech Republic. I had them down to win on my scorecast. I've predicted every score all the way through all of the group games, of which is like 100 fucking games. I've done that for some reason. And I'm in a league where I work, and I'm 4th because I got the Mexico result right, but I got the next one wrong. But it just doesn't feel as if there's been the big hype. And I tell you what, I've not seen any cars with the flags. I ain't seen any like flags flying from houses. It's as if like flags have been like banned. And one of the things I was thinking of was Harry Kane, right? He's the boy. We had what did we have? We played Costa Rica in a friendly, and before that we played somebody else. I'll put a clip up. And Harry Kane bagged a goal, right? And it's like, oh, is he our best? Is Harry Kane the best we've ever had? And I got this here was I got EI to create me this table, and it seems to be fucking hell. Yeah, he's definitely the best. Now that'll come as no surprise to Steve, who's a big football fan. Artist formerly known as Mark McQueen's a big football fan. But he's winning 79 goals in 113 games. That is fucking wild. Absolutely wild. They banned them apparently, cunty cunts. Which ones? Flags. Well, this is what we're going to talk about, right? Because we're not going to just touch on this. We're going to also touch... I'll also touch you on other apps. Right? I'll be touching you on all kinds here. I'm going to touch you right here. Boom, boom, boom. So you're right. There is a report, right? This is from the Daily Mail that England fans told not to hand. England fans told not to hang England flags because it intimidates migrants during the World Cup. It's like, that cannot be fucking true. I've put a photo of my big TV show and the Men's Head Show on Twitter. Oh, nice. Guys, if you're on the Twitter, you need to get in there and give that a repost. But that is what the crack is, apparently. Is like some councils are saying, "Oh, you can't put the flag up because of fucking intimidation from migrants." Now I can't believe that's true. I honestly I don't believe that to be true. I just feel as if there's just not the love for England in the World Cup. People have been putting up the flag as a protest for like the last few months. So I don't know whether people are just fucking sick of England, just being browbeat into just not doing it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not too sure. It just feels weird. It does feel a little bit weird. But what we do have is, let me just go past all this. I tell you, we've got that. That's the stages so far. The very first one. So Mexico got the win. Korea got a win. Group A is looking like that. I'm wanting to get into it. And we've got the big table here as well. There's a big 2026 all group schedule table. It's got all the teams in all the groups and who they're playing and when. Now the big ones are USA versus Iran. So Group D, USA, if they can get to play Iran in Group G, at some point that'll be fucking great. Proper fireworks. America versus Iran. Definitely tune in to watch that one. Definitely. Who would we play though? Who would we play as a mortal enemy? Not Scotland, right? Because that's just one. We need to play Sudan, but they're not in. Somali's not in. Somalians. Afghanistan, they have not made it, right? We don't have a natural enemy. Germany, but I think Germany's more Germany not more of our pals nowadays, right? They all hate us. Oh, I agree, Kenny, right? I mean, we are target practice, right? I think the whole world, if the whole world was to have a nuclear war, right, they would say, right, they'd all agree that let's test all of our nuclear weapons on England, right? So everybody would just test on England, and then say, right, okay, let's go and have the big war. I reckon that like we are fucking target here. Right, we fucking target here when it comes to that. But I do reckon that USA versus Iran will be some sweet, hot action game there. That would be amazing. That would really, really go up. Even on the opening, because it was in Mexico. At the end, had the 3 flags come in because it's been held in Mexico, America, and Canada. And as they come in, Canada was a bit moot. It's fucking Canada. And who gives a fuck about Canada? USA people booed, then Mexico everybody cheered because it was in Mexico. Mexico's had the World Cup, 3 times. 3 times they've had the World Cup. Mexico, wild, ain't it? Absolutely wild. If we hadn't won World War II, we'd all be driving German cars. Oh, hold on. Well, I think I had a little bit of a debate, actually, Flats. I mean, did we win the World War? Or not? Because I'm not too sure whether we actually won it. I remember, as a kid, right, the rationale of, if we didn't win the World War, we'd all be speaking German. That was, the bad thing. Oh, fucking hell, we'd have to speak German, would we? That was the bad thing. If we lost the World War, we'd all be speaking German. But now, fucking hell, I'd give away what's coming to speak German. Fucking hell, wild, 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 wild. Harry Kane. We watch that later. But this is Harry Kane. 79 goals, 113 games. This was him against. Who did we play? Costa Rica. Oh, it was New Zealand, the first one. Just puts his big head on it. Yeah, just gets his head on it. Sticks it in. Gets a goal. But I also saw this, which I liked. Somebody posted this. Harry Kane and Fred West used to be a wrestling tag team. So this is clearly some tag team that used to exist at some point, mate. But that is fucking great. Absolutely fucking great. I'll take that off for a second. Look at that. Harry Kane and Fred West. That does look like them, doesn't it? Harry Kane and Fred West. Fucking dig it. Dig it, dig it, dig it, dig it, dig it. Well, that's the Harry Kane bit. And we play on Wednesday, I think. We have lived here for 4 years from hell to paradise. Fuck, side just exploded. I'll put some pictures up later. Thanks, Mark. What did Mark say? I'm not putting a photo of my big one on Twitter. There again, nice innuendos. Tosses a lot of them. USA versus caught up. Hope you're all doing good. Hope you're all doing well. If you get a chance, don't forget. Please please do your commenting. That's great. If you're on X, please repost. Do all that type of stuff. Help us out where you can. Rightly then. Where is the cover? That's an old cover. Mark. Oh, that's because yeah. There we are. Next, fucking hell, fucking hole of sausages. Hall of sausages. We've got a brand new inductee this week, and we've spoke about her many times, but this time it's fucking answered. It really is. So it's Bonnie Blue. We've got Bonnie Blue in the house. She is going to be our latest inductee into the Hall of Sausages, and what she's doing is it's vile. So, do you know? I don't know whether you actually know how bad the Bonnie Blue situation is. She that's on view. You can see that. So, she went on a bang tour, right? She went on a bang tour where she slept. She had sex with 400 men. It was unprotected. I don't know whether they had tests. I'm sure she must have made sure that they had tests and all that, right? Because just in case of diseases, I'm sure she must have. Because she is a professional, to be fair, at the end of the day. But she had sex with 400 men unprotected to get pregnant. And, oh, joy of joy, oh miracles. Right? She's been granted the miracle of life. And she is actually pregnant. And I think there was a lot of like rumours and thoughts thinking, she's not really, she's taking the piss. And I thought that, I'd read it. And I thought, no, she's not, she cannot be. But she is. She had a baby shower. She invited the 400 men over to the baby shower, right? And you can see she has got an actual bump. That's not doesn't look like prosthetics. That looks like real. That does look like real. And during the baby shower, she's seen, and now she's drinking shots. They're pretending to bang her with the balloon game. She's definitely got a big bump. Yeah. And she's spitting, and I can't believe that she's drinking alcohol. I think this is just like a scheme, right, to make her look bad, right? I don't think it is a fake bump. I don't think it is. I think it's all legit, this, mind. I do think it's legit. That does look legit. But I wouldn't be surprised, right? I would not be surprised if it was fake. Because she's all just about, obviously, the clout, isn't she? Like, but if this is real, she's went on a tour, 400 men, unprotected. She's now in a baby shower. She's drinking. Like, surely, don't call me Surely. Surely, the social services need to get involved with that. Like, fucking hell. Like, there's no way. There's no. Get rid of that one. There's no way you can just allow a child to be brought into this world like that. I just cannot. I just couldn't. I just can't get my head around it. She's fucking hovered. She's absolutely fucking hovered. So she's been inducted, and she'll love it, to the Hall of Sausages. She's one of the sausages. She is. She's in there. She's one of the sausages. Now, when I was doing the Hall of Sausages, right, I realised, like, do you know what? We've got quite a lot of sausage now in the Hall of Sausages. Hang on a minute. To be fair, my mother drank heavily and smoked during her pregnancy with me. I could have been somebody. So, our Flats could have been somebody. Flats is a major person. Proper major person. He eats posh meals on a Friday night. Like, what more could you have achieved than somebody who eats a salmon salad on a Friday night, Flats? That's like a massive, mega achievement. Don't look at that. I'm making life a lot harder for myself nowadays, mind. With all these extra buttons and shit. I need to sort that shit out, for sure. For sure. Right. The next thing, though, is a game. I've come up with a Hall of Sausages game. Because we've got enough sausages now, right, to fly to the island of sausages on Sausage Airways. And to do that, right, you've got to take a seat. Now, if you're flying to the island of the sausages on Sausage Airlines, right, you've got to take one of these seats. There's only 4 seats available, I'm afraid, guys. Right, there's only 4 seats available. You've got to pick one. And I'd like you to contribute, please. Even all you big telly watchers, all your iPad folk, all you phone guys, right? Who are you sitting with, right? And I want to understand why. So, and I've curated these sausages to give maximum effect, right? And no, I posted this online earlier to see if anybody got on board. And a few people just saying, like, nah, fuck that, I ain't doing it, right? Right? But you got you'd sit on either ear. If you're sitting in ear, you're with in between Zach Polanski and Gary Neville. Now, I think that if you sit in seat E, right, your IQ will reduce quite a lot. Like, sitting in between Zach Polanski and Gary Neville, like, fucking hell. Like, you're not winning an argument because they're too stupid to understand what they're talking about. And you have to sit between them talking to each other. Just, that's fucking bad, right? Bad. B is between Piers Morgan and James O'Brien. Now, I don't think there's not a seat on there, right, that gets you more angry. Sitting between Piers Morgan and James, that's just a proper fighting, fighting between themselves. You with them, you'd come off with a really high. Your heart rate, your pressure would be up. C is with did I get put? Not sure who said that? That'll be Ian. That sounds Ian. Oh, it's Flatliner. The Flatliner say get a blowjob. Flatliners, right? C. Piers Morgan and Kate Galloway. Like, fucking hell. Jeez, how boring. That is going to be a long journey. Proper long journey. But in C, D, you're between Bonnie Blue and Prince Andrew. You're coming away with the STD. I'm going to sneeze. So, oh God, I'm going to sneeze again. A, B, C, or D. What you got? You got Kenny wants B. Honestly, God, I've got like a tickly nose. B is a bad one, man. B is the least one I would sit on. Them two would just really make me super mega too angry. I couldn't do that. D. Cumberbatch sits with the STD crew. Good all. I got the blame for the BJ, but it was I know it's Flats. Flats was the BJ guy. I couldn't do B. I think I'd have to do C. Maybe as boring as it is, or D. Like Prince Andrew though. Fuck him, what a slimy rotter. Imagine him. You're sitting in D, and his hand comes and touches your knee, or he gets up to go to the toilet, and he rubs his arse past you. Like, ugh. And Bonnie Blue. I mean, fucking Bonnie Blue. Maybe you should bang her in the toilet. Maybe that's what you do with Bonnie Blue. Maybe you're number 401 and get put into the list. Not complaining about, but if I'm number 2, where is number 1? What's that on? What's Flat saying? C, give Storm a slap. Now that is the good thing about C. You can have a really good go at Stormer. You can just get everything out. Like Stormer, you're an absolute fucking twat. You can give him everything. And Kate Gary can tell her exactly how you feel. Penguin, Pebble, Mr. P. Audi. So that is the game. That's our game. Take your seats. Well, as we get more sausages, and as we do more flights in Sausage Airlines to the Sausage Island, right, we will do this more and more often. But I thought we just got enough sausage to do the sausages. Just let autopilot fly it, but leave halfway through the flight. So that is definitely now the haul of sausages. I'm back. How we doing? I just had a big gulp and whiskey there. Chat boxes on. Okay. So next, we're going to have a flick. Actually, do you know what? We'll do that later. We'll have a flick later. But, oh, what? It's not. It came up. No, it came up. When Spotify changing their icon back to normal is a cause for celebration. Where are we? Spotify changed their logos. I didn't get that. I didn't see that. So then, we will have a flick, which is going through loaded. We'll do it in a bit. First, I do want to look at the Misfits fights this weekend, because it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's definitely mine. And I'm quite excited about it, and I really want to do a live stream show tomorrow night where I just have a few drinks, Just watch what unfolds. Play it out in the corner, blurred, and just have a chat about whatever with whoever comes on. That's what I really, really want to do. And here's the card. The card is actually pretty cool. The main one is Eddie Hall is fighting Tommy Fury. It's fucking wild. So Eddie Hall's like 308 pounds. He's fucking gigantic. And he's had a few fights now, right? He has a few fights. And Tommy's got these like massive, long, like orangutan arms. But he's a boxer. So like, it's dead easy to say, oh, like Eddie Hall will just blow through him. Like Butterbean would, if you know who Butterbean is. If you know who Butterbean is, 5 points, let us know, right? No, Fury hasn't. No, Fury's definitely still in it. They've just done tonight the weigh-in and the face-off, and they've both done it. So that's going to be good. But in the card underneath, right? I'll take the chat box off for a second. In the card underneath, it's stacked with fucking controversy. So there's first of all, down here on the bottom right, Brooks versus Pardisi. I don't know who Pardisi is, but Brooks is Adam Brooks. So Adam Brooks is the publican lad. He's like my age. He's like 46. He's on GB News. He's a massive advocate, right? Butterbean was a massive unit. Brooks was he's a big advocate for Britain first, defend our borders, all that kind of stuff. His dad, he was on the Andrew Gold podcast last week, and they've done a piece on him. I didn't know this, right? He runs a charity about anti-knife crime, and he's a really good guy. We put him on the cover 3 weeks ago, and when he was an 11-year-old, his dad had run a pub, and his dad was killed outside his pub by a gang with knives, machetes, because he helped him get out of his pub, and they came back like a week later and fucking killed him. He was only 11-year-old. So since then, he's been a big advocate for anti-knife. He's on GB. He's a good guy. He responded when we put him on our cover. I says, here, I linked him. I says, here, mate, linked you. He was like, oh, cheers, mate, really appreciate it. Love that. I'll watch the show after GB News. He was going to watch it. I says, mate, honestly, didn't I, you know, you've got more things to do. He's got a YouTube channel. I said, didn't worry about it, but thank you very much. I just want to say we appreciate you, because he's one of us. Do you know what I mean? He's fighting, which is good. The other one, the bottom left-hand corner, the poster still has Dapper Laughs, but it's not. It's a Beat the Final Boss. And remember, we know Beat the Final Boss. We've covered him. It was a big thing last year, Beat the Final Boss. He's fighting this rat guy called Jordan McCann, who's a proper fucking bully. I'm going to put some videos up in a second, mate. He's a proper fucking nasty bully. Like, he's sucker punched somebody at the press conference. He sucker punched the guy on the top, in the middle right, Big Stacks, who's the self-proclaimed hardest man in Britain, right? He's supposed to have been fighting, but he got sucker punched by this Jordan lad, and now his teeth are out and he can't fight. Like, it's like, fucking it's just wild. Like, Misfits is just absolute crazy, and it's a absolute guilty pleasure. I fucking love it. I love it, because it's just absolute chaos and carnage. And I'm going to show you about it. We're gonna stick it on here. Right, so let's go. So that's a Beat the Final Boss nowadays. This is what he's looking like.
197.6 pounds for Jack Kane, the Ibiza Final Boss.
£197 coming in. Decent weight, that. Decent weight. This is them squaring off here. This is the lads going to be fighting.
You haven't been through nothing. I sat in people's gardens all night for them and snatched them. You ain't got
listen, man, listen.
You're not built like
when it comes to them, it's a different story. Listen, anyone can use a tool. Right. Listen, you're not a hard man to use a tool. When it comes to them, we'll
come back to what happens in the ring.
Yeah, man. You've not been through nothing in the streets or in your life. Bro, you're a victim.
Bro, man,
you haven't been through nothing.
So this guy here on the right is a guy called Jordan McCann. That's who he's supposed to be fighting tomorrow night. Now, this Jordan McCann's a bit of a fucking dick. He's had up, to be fair, he seems to have had a hard life. He's been in and out of jail, and then he broke through as being a rapper, and he was on this show, right? I can't remember what it's called, but I have seen it a bit on YouTube where it's in London. They invite people, like randomers in, and they sit in the booth and the freestyle. He's done that and he's blew up and he's become like a YouTuber, but he's a bit of a nasty bully twat. So he's talking there about like he'll sit and wait for you and knife you. Like he's like a knifer in your back, fucking type of lad. And beat the final boss. I said, here, I'll just fight you with these. I'll fight you with these. Man fighting. We'll do some fighting with these. And you know what? I'm like, aye, go on, beat the final boss. You know, I'm giving him some credit, right? I really want him to win. But that's if this fucking lad actually rocks up. Because yesterday in the press conference, this happened. So this is another lad called... So this here, right? That there, that's Shane Fury. Now, Shane Fury is Tyson Fury's younger... Is he his younger brother? I think that's his younger brother, right? Was squaring off to this lad called Big Stacks. Big Stacks. This, I know this might not mean fuck all to you, so apologies if this is not of interest, but it is to me. I like it. Big Stacks is like the self-proclaimed hardest man in Britain, but he does it as a joke. I think he's just taking the piss. But he's supposed to be fighting a lad called Arms. It's like a game. Anyway, this gun's down, and that punch there, that's that Jordan lad who's been chatting. He comes out of nowhere. He comes out of nowhere, right, and gives him a crack, like a sucker punch. And then he ran behind Shane Fury. So now this Big Stacks guy might not be fighting because he's lost teeth and shit. And he was here saying, bruv, there's no way I can fight. I can barely talk. I can't eat. Can't put a gum shield in. One meaty punch and my teeth are coming out. I ain't getting paid enough for that. Physically, I can't fight. So, I appreciate that probably means you might have all switched off, actually. You might have all been like, what the fuck is he on about? This is fucking not what I signed up to when I tuned in on Friday night for the Men's Said show. I did not tune in to listen to this bollocks. But, that's what I'm into. Tomorrow night, I think it's going to be super fun. I'm going to watch it regardless. I'll be having a good few drinks. I'm thinking about, right, to stick it on the screen, on the big screen here, change the room around, have a few drinks here, a little table, watch it, chat, and stream it. That is my plan for tomorrow evening on the Men's Said show. So. That's that. You're gonna watch it as well, Kaz? I think it'd be good. I think it's good. This is good fun. There's people on. I mean, I don't know who loads of people are. There's a lass there called Jones. I know who she is. I've seen her fight before. I don't know who the rest are, but like, they do put on like a decent show. I mean, the quality of fighting is low, but the show is a go. Fighting low, but the show is a go. Is that a thing? I don't know. But that was that's what I'm thinking about for my fight night football. That's fight night. You'll avoid it if possible. If you got to pay for it, right? You can definitely avoid it because you got to pay for it. I pay for this shit. I do pay for it. This is the thing I was thinking of before we do the one to flick. Watching it with Tiger and her Mexican boyfriend. Fuck knows what he will think. Jeez, oh. Yeah, this is something I was thinking of. I haven't got like a thing for this. No, I haven't got an intro for it, so I'm just gonna have to show you it. But maybe it's a bit of a deep. I'm gonna have to open a beer actually. Right. This definitely deserves the mug. and a beer, right? This needs a mug and a beer, actually. Because this is a proper thinker. Delay's gone down, that's good. That's good. I watched... what did I watch? I watched Gladiator 2. Right? Now, Gladiator 2 is not a great movie when you call it Gladiator 2. If you called it, like, Lucius, and then in little tiny words, Tales of the Gladiator, or whatever, you'd be like, oh, fucking hell, this is good, this, I like it. Do you know what I mean? And then you cut back on, like, some of the references to the original one, it would be a really good standalone, right? It would be, it's a massive disappointment because it's called Gladiator 2. If it was, honestly, if you call it Lucius, like Lucius, if you call it Lucius Maximus, right, and then somewhere just tiny Tales of Gladiator, you took away lots of you made a nod to Gladiator, but you took away some of the references, right? It would have been good. It's not a standalone movie. As a standalone movie, it would be okay. Honestly, I think it would be good. In fact, I kind of liked it. The fella who plays him, I don't know who he is, but he's not Russell fucking Crowe. The story's too hammy because it's constantly pointing towards the Gladiator 1. You don't have to do that. You just have to do nods to it. Like, you should have, and it's Ridley Scott. It's fucking wild. Like, you know, from the Marvel universe, you only have to do a little nod, a tiny nod to the other movie, and people get like, way! Like, people fucking throw popcorn around because, like, you've mentioned fucking Iron Man, right? You don't have to, like, constantly heavily reference it. So I recognised from right at the beginning, oh, right, the heavy on the first one. So I just watched it as a standalone. But regardless of all that, right, the thing that I really think Paul Mescal not convincing as a hard man. So he is. I'll tell you what I didn't like. I don't like Pedro Pascal in it. I was pleased that when he came on at the beginning, I thought, oh, I'll be happy when you die, pal. Until you're going to be killed, right, Pedro Pascal. Exactly, right. I didn't realise he was in it, but he was in right at the beginning, and I knew, oh, you're dead. He's going to kill you. Clearly, he's going to kill you, and I will look forward to that moment. I fucking do not like Pedro Pascal. He's a fucking little rat. He's a fucking weird bastard, Pedro Pascal. He gives everybody the creeps. During the Fantastic Four, right? Like all that shit. He's like holding hands and he's got anxiety in that. Fuck off, you fucking rat. Honestly, what a fucking rat. I do not like him. So as soon as I saw him, and it was obvious, oh, he's gonna be fodder. He's gonna get fucking killed. I'm all in. I look forward to that. Narcos. Did I watch Narcos? I didn't watch Narcos. Anyway, that's not my point. Right? My point is, like, I'm watching a movie, and I'm watching it for pure entertainment. That's all. It's entertainment. It's to pass time. It's to get us from, like, it's across 2 hours of my life, entertainment. And when you're watching it, regardless of what you think of it, right, it did remind us of, like, there was once a time when, and not even that long ago, when, like men, and women, right, but I say men, because men said, remember, I had a fucking heart, like, for the last thousands of years, like, men had a purpose, like, just to survive, like, do you know what I mean? Even over the last 100 years, like, things have changed very, very rapidly, where now we just become, like, consumers of, just consume materialistic things, consume entertainment, just consume, and we don't have that type of purpose anymore. Like, do you know what I mean? And I thought, like, fucking hell, in those days you had a purpose. It was get up and fucking survive and protect your family, like put food on the table and protect your family. And I just thought, like, oh, we were once warriors. Do you know what I mean? So I put on here like three periods, right? I know Waterloo normally is a lot closer than Rome, but like there was once a time when shit would go down all the time, and you'd have to pick up your shield and your fucking short sword, right? And you'd have to go out and you'd have to meet you'd have to meet people in battle, like, because of your lord or said so. Like, fucking hell. Now we've got these lefties who are screaming wild shit about nothing. Like, need thinking, because they feel as if they're invincible. Because, like, the modern world has created this protective bubble around the West. But how long can that bubble last before it bursts? And, like, this type of life of swords and shields is back on our doorstep. So, does that make sense? I thought, like, and then you've got, like, say, I put in the Napoleonic time, like Waterloo, when it was like muskets and what do you call them? What you stick on the end of a fucking muskety sort of gun? Stabby sword. 5 points. What do you stick on the end of a stabby musket gun and stab folk with it? Whoever says that first, 5 points for that. That'd be a good one. Stabber. Bayonet. Who said that? Flats. Bayonet, yeah. Like that's like fucking hell. That's up close and fucking. You'd feel the metal hitting bone, or you'd feel it. Do you know what I mean? And then we had men just in Normandy, which, like, what was that? Like 8 odd years ago, like storming the beach, just getting cut down. Before the internet, before telly, before entertainment, like, we were once warriors, and now, like, I was on a call. I'd never ever share my work life, right? Never ever share my work life, because I'd never want to get pinned to what I do, because it's dangerous. Because I say some wild shit, right? I don't want that be getting back to my employer. But I was on a call, right? And there was an event to happen. And at the event, people were meant to wear, it was summer, colourful clothes. And it was condemned because it might make people, give people anxiety to have to wear colourful clothing if they don't have it. And they can't be their true selves. Yet, 8 years ago, we were fucking storming the beaches of fucking Normandy, getting just fucking cut to shreds. Now, people are anxious to wear a colourful t-shirt. And I just thought, what the fuck has happened? Honest to God, what the fuck in hell has happened? How has this happened in that period? And it never happened before. It's only now. We're living in this time of false security, because a lot of the world still run on barbarism, right? We're seeing it. It's fucking imported in, right? They're coming across on the boats. We're seeing the barbarism, but in the West, we've somehow grew up thinking that barbarism isn't real, and it's been real for the entirety of history, and it's real now. I don't know what my point is, right? But I do have a point. I do have a point in there. I need to think it through properly and probably just do a video on it. But I just thought, fucking hell, you know what? We were once warriors, and now we're not. And it just got me thinking, as I've said. Does that make sense to anybody? They are finding purpose in Northern Ireland. The Northern Ireland thing's wild. It is wild. They're kicking right off, right? And the wildest thing about the Northern Ireland thing is that obviously the politicians condemn it because they don't have to deal with the root cause. But I've got a secondary account where I say whatever the fuck I want, right? It's on X, and it's called. I'll just tell you guys, right? It's called it's called Common Party. That's what it is. It's a Union Jack background called Common Party. And on there, I'm anonymous, although I've just said who I am. And I'm just saying whatever the fuck I want, and I'm just saying it to whoever I want. And the problem is, right, with what do you call it? With what's happening in Northern Ireland, all of the politicians are wanting to obviously condemn what's happening. Because it is shit. Setting fire to people's houses and cars. That is shit. Of course it's shit. Condemn it. But it doesn't just spontaneously happen. It's just like Wednesday night. And everybody in fucking Northern Ireland decides, oh, you know what? Why did we go out and fucking start burning shit? Like, no. It's like a fella was nearly beheaded because of a fucking immigrant who went fucking mental. And it's not like, that's not just a one-off. This is like, it's been happening for 2 decades. And every time, like, we tell you that we're not happy, you see you're going to do something, and you didn't do it. And voting's not getting anybody out of it. So what do you think people are going to do? I don't think it's a lack of understanding. I don't know, is it a lack of understanding? I don't know whether it's a lack of understanding or just like not caring. Not too sure which one it is. But like, fucking hell, if the governments don't do stuff about it, the people will. Like the people, the governments think they're fucking the Senate. Getting back to Gladiator 2, they are the Senate, and the Prime Minister's the Emperor. And you know what? They can all be took out. They can all be took out because the people have got the power when the people start to get themselves together. And I think that's what's happening. Honestly, I think that's what's starting to happen. But it did just get me thinking about all this shit when I started thinking about we were once warriors. Anyway, nothing left to do. Is everybody still there? Sorry if I went on a bit of a tangent. I do apologise. I know I can go on one. So apologies.
Tweet of the week.
Got some decent tweet of the week, so guys, right? So we've become too civilized. We've become too disconnected with the barbarism of humanity, and that's the 4 turnings, right? It's because strong men, and I say men, myself, I'm not being like sexist, but strong men create like soft times. Soft times have created soft men. And now soft men have created hard times. We're now living through the hard times period. Hard times will once more create hard men. That's where we are. Tweet of the week. You get to pick, right? I've got 5 tweets. I've picked 5 tweets. A, B, C, D, and E. Is that 5? It is. You get to pick which ones. The first one's one of my personal favourites. Is this lady singing. She is got such a beautiful voice. That's ear. If you liked her amazing voice, that's ear. Elaine, how dare you? She's a beautiful singer. Beware the wrath of the men who wanted to be left alone. Sooty, yes. Yes. I've read that before, Sooty. Not in those words, but there is something about men who just wanted to be left alone, but then they have to get up. It is the quiet majority. There's something in that. Sorry, I'm going to have to do that. Nah, beautiful singer. Right, so that's ear. B is this. This is a fucking opportunity. This is such an opportunity. Check this opportunity out.
A third person into our relationship. We are now taking applications for that third person in our relationship. It will cost you $100,000 just for that application. B. It will cost you $150,000 just to get in our relationship with us. That is right. So that is $250,000 that you have to have up front to get in a relationship with us. That's right. The most beautiful woman and her wife are adding a third person to our relationship. And again, I'm going to repeat this. It is a $100,000 application fee. It is $150 additional dollars to get into the relationship with us once we approve the application. Y'all have a good day and stay blessed.
Taking the piss. I'm not too sure if it is taking the piss. The offset of the eyes, and the fact that I'm sure it's a he, because of the 5 o'clock shadow, is doing. The eyes are doing separate blinks. Right, so just look at the eye activity. Because the eye activity is doing separate blinks, it's doing a fucking grand job if it's a piss take, right? But I think
we are now taking applications for that third person in our relationship. It will cost you $100,000.
Those are
just for that
separate
application fee.
Blinks.
It will cost you $150,000 just to get in our relationship with us. That is
internal strabismus. Flatliner always puts stuff in, right, which I have no idea what they are, and I just assume, right, that what Flatliner is saying is like it's a total like legitimate condition of some kind, because he's the boy, he's the one who knows all this shit. I was like, oh right, Flatliner's our dude, isn't he? He's our science guy. I think he's showing the ridiculousness of it. I don't know if I think. I mean, Ian, I can send you the tweet if you want to apply. If you've got 100 grand kicking, right? If you've got 100 grand kicking, you too could be in that. You could be the third wheel, Ian. Ian, this is right up your street. Actually, you could be the third wheel. Don't dismiss it so quickly. You could be right in here. That's B. This next one, I fucking love this next one, mate. So it says here, so Madeleine McCann's brother tipped to represent Team GB at next Olympics, and the response is, his mum and dad probably just left him in the bath, and that's how he learned to swim. That is fucking great. That is absolutely fucking savage. Absolute fucking savagery of that. If you like that one the best, that is C. This, I tell you what I like. I tell you what I do like, and I never ever shy away from telling you, I do like a sex bot. And this one is a good one.
Look at this one, BBW Asian, and she's 176 centimeters. Just think about that, a doll. Now, if you want something a bit more petite, you have something like this. A bit smaller and a bit shorter, 156 centimeters.
Is that not a bit like childlike though? Because he says on the last one, right? He says adult. He definitely says adult.
He's 176 centimeters. Just think about that, a doll. Now,
adult?
If you want something a bit more petite, you have something like this. A bit smaller and a bit shorter, 156 centimeters. 156, but if you want something maybe in between, we have a doll a little bit taller, 168 centimeters. Something in between the BBW, the petite. Silicon dolls come in different.
But silicon dolls, man, they're becoming within price range. They're becoming within a kind of like purchase. They're getting purchasable, right? Just want to say that. Let's celebrate your missing sister's birthday. Fuck that. What's that? Oh, is this about the McCanns? Feel a bit sorry for the main and McCann kids. I know. Fucking hell, wild, innit? Like the McCann kids. Like that, wild, absolutely wild. And the last one, this one, I got I posted this one. I got 200,000 views. It was a bit of a return to the good old days, but this is a good old straightener on the cobbles.
So I'm not getting him. Sharp. shot, boy.
This guy who steps in here, he's that famous nonce lad. Do you know the famous nonce lad?
I don't give a shit. Fuck off.
The one who got caught by the catch a predator.
The parody. Enough. No. I don't care. Oh, stop it.
These are idiots.
No.
There's no reason for them to be doing it. Totally agree. Oh, let's stop there, right? Totally agree. But as a straightener on the cobbles goes, they should have took that away, right? They should have took that and been in a car park, because they both obviously had agreed to kind of like terms, whether it be like verbally or actually just understood. They'd agreed to terms. But as a straightener on the cobbles goes, I thought that was a decent one. So that's up to you, right? That will be E. So E, remember, vote now, vote now. E is the beautiful singing voice of this lady here. Voice of an angel. Is it B, Ian's new relationship?
So me and Peggy are adding...
Ian, him and Peggy, if you vote for B. C is McCann's brother learned to swim in the bath after they left him. D, the dolls, or is it E, the straightener? Get your comments in, get them in. So we've got C for Kenny. Well, Kenny does. Leon like B, which was Ian's. Was about Ian. Kaz was a fan of Ian as well. McCann C. Cumberbatch B. Oh, season B, all season B's. Mark McQueen C. I have a bad sexual reputation, it seems. So we've got more C's than B's. So the C's win it, So I'm going to give Flatlight, I'm going to give the C's points then. So Kenny gets 5 points. We're going to give Ian gets 5 points. Flats gets 5 points. Mark McQueen gets 5 points. Awesome. Well done, guys. Well done. That was whatever the fuck I call that thing. What do I call that? Tweet of the week. Is that tweet of the week?
Tweet of the week.
Where's you, Penguins? Mr. Miyagi see karate for defense only. I saw that. You skip. I didn't see you put in a vote. Do you put a vote in? I didn't see your vote, Penguin. Put your vote in and we'll do a redraw. I said ear. What was ear? Oh, the lady. I would have went ear, to be fair. I would have went ear as well, perfect, to be honest with you. Right, I would have been ear as well. Ear. Right then. So, that was Tweet of the Week. What else we got? He enjoyed it, didn't he? That fella enjoyed it. Fucking hell. That was Tweet of the Week. What else did we have? Oh, we've got a redneck. We've got a redneck ball. Now, we didn't do this last week because I think I ran out of time and I was probably pissed. I can't remember. I can't remember what happened here, but we didn't actually do it. I think I was probably quite drunk. Which is... Oh, fucking hell. Never mind that. Never mind that. I've got something new to show you as well. Blue shorts. Never mind that. I've got something brand new to show you. I've got a private playlist. Do you have playlists on YouTube? Didn't vote blue or red. You haven't seen them yet. Mark, you should tune in tomorrow, right? You should tune in tomorrow for the Misfits one and give your verdicts ahead of time. That would be good. Do you have playlists on YouTube of like things you don't want to forget? I've got a playlist right on YouTube. It's set to private. Is it set to private? It is set to private, and I call it Never Forget. And this is it, right? Never Forget. And these are fucking great. These are like 5 of my top ones, right? This is my first one. Let me get the background music off. This is my first one. This is fucking class. This.
friends, I have to do a wee shout out for Jamie Lee Weir, who's up in the Muse. Jamie Lee, say hello to everyone. Hello everybody, gonna get blocked tonight. Yeah. That's our wee Jamie Lee.
Hey everybody, I'll do a wee shout from me, met Jamie Lee here. Say hello, Jamie Lee.
This is a big shout out to the Glasgow boys. Yeah, I've got my little pal here, Jamie Lee. Say hello, Jamie Lee. Well, hello there, friends. We're here with a free shout out with Jamie Lee. Say hello there, Jamie Lee. I don't know anybody. Hey, that's our Jamie Lee.
Who's that Pokemon?
I've not seen this bit.
Hello everybody, gonna get blocked tonight. Yeah. That's our wee Jamie Lee.
This will be shout out to our Jamie Lee. Jamie Lee's out the trick. What's happening, Jamie Lee?
So I've saved that down, right, as like never forget. Because I never want to forget some of these fucking videos. So good. Right, the other one, these I've got another couple to show you. This one is, it's only on for seconds, this is fucking amazing.
I remember when I lost my mind. Yeah.
That's it, 8 seconds. That's all you're getting on that one. That's all you're getting. 8 seconds. I remember when I lost my mind.
I remember when I lost my mind.
What's that got on here? Video player blocked. You can fuck off with that, dude. This is a classic. Allow it. I fucking allow it. YouTube, I allow this shit. Just allow it, man. Fucking hell, allow it. Fuck's sake, man. Allow this shit. This is Grape Lady Fall. This is a proper classic, this one. Me and the kids still laugh about this all the time. We make these noises all the time. Me and
These buckets are filled with grapes. What kind of grapes?
These are filled with Chamberson grapes, and the winner this Saturday, who's studying music, eating international foods, having wine tours and tastings, vineyard tours, seminars, arts and crafts. It's a lot of fun, a whole day. Stop. Oh, 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 I can't, ow, 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 oh, stop, oh, stop, oh, 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 I can't breathe. Stop. Oh,
no. Oh,
boy,
dear.
I think she's actually hurt.
No,
there.
I think.
Oh, please, oh, stop, oh, stop, Me and the kids throw that around all the time. Here's the one. The spread eagle. A Steve coming in the spread eagle there. That's Kenny. But anyway, these are like just. I've got a playlist called Never Forget, and like these old ones, they just always bring a smile to my face. I absolutely love those clips. I didn't come out to do that. We came out to do the Redneck Brawl, didn't we? I just remembered that I wanted to show you. That stuff. It was fucking great. Right, issue support. We're going to do the Redneck Brawl. It is time for the Redneck Brawl. Redneck Brawl! Visiting some next month. What for fuck's sake? I have American relatives. You're visiting some next month, are you? Right. So, here we go. Remember, this is a really good opportunity to win some points. I'm going to be super generous. I'm going to throw 10 points to a win here, because this is a big thing. This really is the big one.
Oh yeah,
he got his hat on, boys.
Got the hat.
So, it is Redneck Brawl. We've got, I think these can throw, right? These can throw. We've got the Weasel, versus Skin and Bones. We've got 38-year-old Weasel versus 27-year-old Skin and Bones. 5'10 versus 5'11. Weight 155, 152. Actually, pretty fucking great. Great thing. Do you know what as well? Look, 30 plus fights and the Ring Girl contest. The Redneck Brawls are really good. They've stopped putting them on YouTube. So they stopped at Redneck Brawl 11. They've had another 3 Redneck Brawls, which is like 5 hours worth of fighting. If it wasn't on it like late at night, I'd pay for it. Because it's basically like Misfits, right? We're still going blue. You haven't even seen the gloves yet. You don't know which one's which.
The Weasel.
So when they get the ring, we'll stop. And you'll get a chance.
He got his hat on,
He got the hat on. He got the Forrest Whitaker look going on there, ready to fight each other now.
He's got
Go with it.
We got the Weasels in the red corner, Skin and Bones in the blue.
Hey, I tell you what.
There you got the Weasel in the red corner. You've got Skin and Bones in the blue. So Mark is always such a great. He always picks a winner. He's gone with Skin and Bones blue. We've got Kenny's going red with the Weasel. Ian's going. I think everyone's just going to go with whatever. Everyone's going to go with the opposite of Mark, which is one of the best strategies you can do. Hopefully Mark gets a chance to jump in on the chat tomorrow when we do the live stream of Misfits, just so that Mark can tell us who's going to win, who's going to lose, and then I can bet on the alternative. Looks like you can see punches from the side. You could see punches from the side, but here, listen, mate. Everybody's going Weasel, apart from Mark McQueen. The artist formerly known as Mark McQueen is going. I tell you what, as well. The other thing I want to do is, I want to do an announcement before we do this, right? I'm doing an announcement. Fucking hell. The whiskies and the beers, right? They do have an effect, right? I'm going to do an announcement. Here's an announcement. I'd like to do a big announcement here, guys, as well. So, my announcement is this: that should I do a video of it? I'm going to do a video instead. Actually, I think it'd be better fun. I think it'd be better. Fuck it. Ignore what I've just said. I'm going to do a video of that. Wait 2 seconds. Let me write that down. I have a notes section, right? Right. Forget what I've just said. I'm going to do a video and I'll release that tomorrow. Right? Oh, no, it's nothing like that. Pregnancy. Fuck. I think my balls still proper work. No, I think the balls still work. So I'm not doing... That disappeared? Pregnancy disappeared? No, pregnancy. Right! How can we forget about what? The balls. I'll do a balls video. Right, here we go. Oh, do you know what? That'd be a good video. Get me sperm tested to see how active it is. That'd be a good one, wouldn't it? Like, use that as one of the videos under the microscope. Big 10 sperms, and one is like active. Maybe is that here? I don't know. Is that content? Does that sound content? I thought proper content. Right, here we go.
So, I have a feeling the way
with his hat on.
Because Mark is awesome, he's got blue. So he's got blue. Fucking hell, Mark's got a pal.
Are they gonna let him? There we go. I didn't think so.
Right then, it's Weasel versus that other dude.
He's about to win some ass.
It's gonna be a
Weasel versus the one who's gonna lose. Mark's loser, lad. Here we go. And I'll mark him. I'll do Mark the fight as we go.
New socks, some new Pumas.
He looks like Frank Gallagher.
Here we go. Oh, I do like looking blue, mind.
Hank Gallagher.
Oh,
he about broke his ankle.
Let's go.
They're hopping.
Oh,
he's leaving that chin up.
I'm telling you, Skinny.
This is number 3, 1 minute round.
Weasel is leaving that chin straight up in the air, and that is not good.
Oh,
There's a wide hook for him.
Jeez, Weasel's just... not
He
got
never
any
blinked
defense.
when he stared at his opponent yesterday.
Look at him.
Blue
He
can't
is
punch,
using the
and
jab.
Weasel can't defend.
He is using
What
the
a beautiful
fucking jab.
combination for
Gotta
fight.
use the jab.
I'm sure I thought this looked better. This looked better on paper
We got a
than it did in the ring. To be fair.
Together, look at him.
My God! Oh, that was a good tag by Blue. Oh, did it show you back?
Oh,
That was a good one. That was a good one there.
Oh my goodness,
shit.
let's go.
Put your hands up, man. Fucking hell, it's only 1 minute. How can you not fight for 1 minute?
What we live
How can you not fight for 1 minute?
Baby.
Keep your hands
Let's
up.
go. Let's
1
go.
minute.
Swing and a miss.
Jab. Where's
Swing
the
and a
jab? Why did they not jab?
Here we go,
They're doing
baby.
jab.
Tom Ford-
They're
oh, he
doing
just caught a good right
they
hook
don't
there.
do nothing.
They got
The
Like,
Weasel
they just don't
caught
crack.
one, and
These
he
These
just
just
smiled.
two fucking crackheads. I think that's a 10-10.
Wow.
Hey, I got a question. It's pretty wild. It's not really a question. It's
That is wild.
Skin and Bones looks like he's already fought about 7 rounds.
Yeah.
Skin and Bones has already fought
It's
7
pretty
rounds.
wild. Maybe
That
he's
is
training
wild,
out
that.
here real hard.
Wow.
We can go
Oh,
there.
yes. God bless. God bless. We love
God
number
bless the
2.
Ring
We
Girls.
always love number 2.
God bless you. That's why we're
Oh,
fighting.
yeah.
She won last time.
She did.
Yeah.
Miss Alaska won our last ring girl
And
competition.
she looks like
She
a
won the
fierce
Ring Girl
competitor
competition
for
last
this
time.
one, I'm not going to lie.
Her hair was a different color. I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, we still got people pouring in here. Oh, 100%.
Let's get it, boys.
I'm hoping that
I'd like to
by
take this
doing
time to thank the
watch-alongs,
viewers, man.
I
Thank
can
you guys
become
for
some
tuning
kind
in
of
to
like
the Redneck Brawl.
And for coming.
And for
streamer of
coming. The
fights.
attendance is great
This is
tonight.
my you
We
get to
got
see
people
me
still
practice
rolling
here.
in right now. We're about to start off round 2. Let's go.
I feel like Southpaws for starters. So,
Hey,
Look
Skin
at
and
the
Bones
oh
Weasel.
come on,
out
man!
there,
For
son.
fuck's
Look
sake!
at the Weasel's feet.
The Weasel is
Oh, that's
not
right, that's
fucking
I
close.
think
That's close.
these are definitely
Oh,
cracked
right
as it
there.
came
He
in.
caught a good
Oh,
one there,
oh,
boys.
oh, yes, big
Oh,
swings.
Weasel is coming. Weasel is coming.
Weasel
strong.
is he's doing it.
Can't turn away.
It ain't good.
Lord.
Oh, that was a nice, nice,
Bam.
like
What?
kind
I'm
of job.
so fucking
Jabbish.
Bam.
impressed
Bit of a
by
jabbish.
these guys.
These
They
two
are
are cracked.
Oh, he's
going-
going
Oh.
down, boys. He is going.
Oh,
his legs
Blues.
are wobbling.
Oh,
fuck.
He must have caught him.
He's
There it is.
feeling them. He's
Oh,
eating
yeah, he
them.
got tied up in the rope. You
I
know
think
how
these are
fucking
two.
hard
I
it
think
is
they're
to
on crack.
There
There's
it
no
is.
way
Murph
normal
gets it down to
lads.
the weed. That shit
This
is
happens
hard.
with normal lads
Here
in
we
real
go,
life.
Weasel.
Like, there's
So
no
hard to
way.
breathe out there. They're both killing
Oh,
it.
they're
They've done well.
wearing it out.
Hey,
You got to stand in the account.
I'm proud.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was
He's got
a
a good
nice
left hook
left.
on
If
him.
he'd have
Another
connected
left.
with that first swing, we may have seen
Oh,
It's going to go to 3 rounds.
Look at him. He is getting him with that right hook, boys.
yeah, but here we go.
He's coming back.
That's a 10-9 for
He is coming back. Oh, end of round 2. End of round 2.
That's
that was
10-9
a
for
way
Weasel.
better round.
That is 10-9 for
That was a good
Weasel.
fight.
Mark
Oh,
is
here we-
they got
realising
one
that
more.
he
They're
doesn't
going
know
to
what he's
pull it
doing
out right
again.
here.
Yeah, this
Here
is going to
we
be the
go,
round,
Beautiful ring girls.
the championship round, as they call it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
they're going to have to pull it out and come
Oh,
hard
yeah.
if they want to stay active.
That's
Pull it
right,
out.
that's
They're going to have
right.
to pull it out and come hard.
They're killing it. They're looking
This is
good.
number 3. This
Number
is the
3.
ring
I
girl.
see
Trace,
Weasel doing the
Trace,
business here. Like,
Trace.
Weasel is the
For
boy.
the
Like,
Uno
is this
dos
white colour boy?
tres.
It's,
What we say.
this is redneck
Yes,
boxing, Mr. P.
Yeah.
Oh, I got called a redneck.
I like tacos.
Fuck, I got called a redneck the other day.
Taco.
I ate tacos last night.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
You ate.
Oh,
Rib
Blue is
cow.
on
Yeah,
track.
I ain't big.
Or what is that part? T-bone.
Look, his
What part is
jaws
that?
swinging
What part
all
is the
over.
T-
It's the
I
good
think he's
part.
What if it's the tank bone?
I'd stay.
Remember,
I'd
can I just
probably
pause
put a
this?
bit of
Can I just pause this for a nostalgic moment? One of the I wish I need to dig this out actually. One of the funniest moments I've had on Redneck Brawl. One of the funniest Redneck Brawl moments was when Mark was still running on 23 losses and 0 wins, and he'd picked the winner. And the winner was fucking doing the business on Redneck Brawl. First 2 rounds, it was just braying them all over. And I had my head in my hands thinking, no, I do not want Mark to win. And in the last round, this fucking weirdo just pulls out the bag and just fucking cleans him out. Can you remember that? Remember, Bevies? Can you remember that? That was one of my favourite moments of Redneck Brawl. I need to find it and clip it. It was just such. I'm sorry, Mark. It was just such joy for Mark to lose. I couldn't hold it in. It was just such joy that Mark lost. That was my favourite moments ever of fucking Redneck Brawl. But here we go. But Mark's had a win since then. Mark has had a win. He has had a win since then. So it doesn't feel the same, man.
Say it's the shit.
It's not the same as your. It's not the same as your first. Your second ain't the same as your first. We all know that.
Here we go.
Go on, Weasel, lads.
Championship
Hey, I
round.
tell
Put
you
Mark in his
what.
place.
Bam, bam.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Weasel's eating it.
How
Here we
would
go.
you
Oh,
do it?
shit.
If this goes to a decision, I don't know who's going to win.
Weasel, Weasel,
depends on this
fucking,
round
come
right
on,
here.
Weasel.
They got to give it all. They got to lay it
Go,
down.
Weasel.
I think they
You crackhead
both
bastard.
have a round.
Come on,
Skin
man.
and Bones
Crack
is
Jack
throwing
fucking
hard.
plus to it.
Yes.
Come on.
Skin and Bones has a
Oh, I like
You
that.
done messed up.
Oh, shit.
Wing it, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Blues come back.
Fucking do it to it, baby. Hit him in the fucking eyeball, the face, the
Somebody
Hit him in the back of the head.
connect.
That's smart.
You've
That was
knocked
good of him.
nobody's.
Good
How can you
sportsmanship
not
because he
fight
did
for
turn
3
himself and leave
minutes?
himself open
They're
to
definitely,
the
they're
back.
definitely.
I think they're throwing them
high.
one-hitter quick.
These are
Boom.
methods.
Oh, that
Oh,
was,
that was
one,
nice.
guys. That
Hey,
was
I
a
tell
good
you
one.
what,
That
no
was a
matter
good
who
one.
won,
They're definitely
they
on
both
meth,
got
you
my
know,
respect.
something.
Yes,
There's
they do.
no way you
Anybody
walk
get
into
in the
the
ring, man.
You
That's
can't
that's
throw-
oh, that was a great one. That
nice.
was a great one, guys.
I tell you what,
I
if
don't know
he'll get
who's
him
won
in
this.
though and
I'll
catch
be
him on the chin.
There you
I don't
go.
know who's
There
won
you
Yeah,
this.
just duck it.
If I'm honest with you, that's a
Come up with
10-10.
Duck it.
Maybe it's
fuck it.
10-9
Duck it,
blue.
fuck it.
That was a little
Mark
after the
could
bell, but I
win.
think they're going to let that one slide.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
That's it, guys.
I'm gonna say it's a
Tyler,
draw.
he didn't
I'm
need
going
no more
draw.
than that.
Who do you
I don't know how
think
the
won
ref,
this one,
the
guys?
ref decides, I
don't
guess.
know.
Well, the judges, like
That's a great call.
we always say this every time, no matter who we think won, it ain't ever really up to us.
No.
Because sometimes we'll think somebody won and then and they'll give it to the other
That
one.
was
I think
wild.
Skin and Bones got hit
I
hard.
genuinely thought that was a
Yeah.
banger.
Yeah, I could see that.
That's a harsh one. I think it's a harsh one, mate. I think that's a bit of a harsh one. Mark loses again, though. Mark loses again, that's all that matters, right? That's all. To be fair, all that matters is Mark has lost once more. Well done, everybody. Well done, everybody. Mark's lost, so the universe is back at peace. Right, that was Redneck Brawl. That was Redneck Brawl. Fix. That was a fix. Fucking hell. That was wild. Honestly, I'm sure I'd seen it. I've picked the wrong one. I'm sure I saw it, and it was a competitive. And I was like, oh, that looks competitive.
To make his promo video.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
trash
yeah.
one of
Remember
his
when I'm
vehicles.
watching this
I
shit?
remember
I'm
that.
Ran right
pissed.
through it.
I'm pissed when I'm fucking watching this shit, mate. I'm pissed when I'm presenting, but I'm pissed when I'm also like fucking building the content as well. Right. Never mind Mark. Mark loses that one. Everybody else gets a win. So, who had wins there? Then you're going to get... Did I say 10 points or 5? I can't remember for people who said 5. Did I say 10 or 5? I think I said 10. I might have been generous there. Becky gets 10. I think everybody just went... Everybody just waited to see what Mark said. And they went, all right, okay, we'll do the opposite. So, Becky said... Red. Kenny... Oh, Kenny, you're doing well. Kenny's got 10. Ian's doing well. 10. Flats gets 10. I'm sure I said 10 points. Kaz, I think Kaz has said Weasel 10. So you said Blue. You're all arseholes. I didn't see that come up. That's rude. How can we forget? Too funny. Well, I think that was it. Right, okay. Right, so, tell you what. With 20 odd minutes to go, we do have a pub quiz to happen as well. We'll get on to that in a second. But we've got Becky is on 15 points. We've got Ian on 20. We've got Kenny on 20. We've got Elaine on 10. Elaine, are you not playing on some of this shit? Elaine on 10. Mark's on 10. Kaz is on 15. Boss T's on 5. Where's he been? Flats is on 20. So currently, Flats, Ian, and Kenny are all in. Are all in on the win. All in on the win. I like that. All in on the win. This week, I've pulled this together actually pretty quick. Because, Elaine, you said red, did you? Elaine. So that puts you on 20 as well, Elaine. Right. So, I pulled this all together actually pretty quick. But next week, I'm going to put a lot more... And you say that every week. But next week, I'm putting in a lot more effort in. I've got a lot more time over the next week, right? So, next week, I'm putting a lot more effort in. So, My plan is for next week, same thing, same type of content as we always do. Laughs, chats, cold ones, interaction, competitions. But I'm wanting to now start to reintroduce the prize, right? So in the past we've done various prizes which are a bit of a pain in the arse. But what I want to do is do the Amazon prize. You pick a £5 thing off of Amazon. And it goes on it gets presented here, and it goes on the shelf. That's what you're gonna do. If you win the show, you pick, right? Yeah, you pick. We've only had one. Here it is. So we've done this before, right? And Mark won, and the thing was, Mark, pick a £5 gift to go on the shelf. Hard to say nowadays. So I've got loads of shit on the shelf. And Mark won, and he picked this. And it says, just for you. Might be better on the welcome, actually. Just for you, but yeah. And it's like a engagement box. But when you open it, it's that. So that's a good little fun thing, isn't it? £5 on Amazon. So if you win, you get to pick a gift to go on the shelf, and that represents you. Easiest Rubik's Cube ever. Right then. What time is it? Should we do Becky's quiz? Because then we can finish off with some of. We've done tweets. Sure, we've done everything, haven't we? I'm sure we have. Right, okay, then so we do Becky's quiz. We all like Becky's quiz. Be honest, Becky does really good quizzes. Like she really does. I don't read them. I don't look at them. I just get them presented as a DM, along with other things. So I tend to get a few different DMs from Becky. Lots of pictures, and I have to sift through them all to work out which one's the quiz. And I find the quiz, and I pull the quiz out as well, right? So I do get quite a bit. But Becky's really, really good at doing quizzes. Like really good. Can we all do a thank you to Becky for taking over quizzes? Because I don't know if you remember, but at the beginning, I did the quizzes, right? And they were so shit. They were so shit. The questions didn't make sense. The answers were wrong, and none of it made sense. None of it made sense because I'm not like a quiz person. I use EI, and EI is shit with quizzes. And then he used to come in here. He'll be back at even in the winter, right? I bet he is. There's one of my pals called Jason. He's on here as... What's he on YouTube as? I can't remember. But on Friday nights he's out, right? He's big into his cars. He's big into his car shows. He's out. But in the winter, when all that shuts down, he'll be back. He'll definitely be back. He said he was going to do them. Never did. But Becky stood up. Becky stepped forward and was our Spartacus of quizzes. And says, I'll be the quiz person. And every week, without fail, she's presented some amazing quizzes. And I don't even ask for them. I am just presented with inboxes, loads of photos. Right, I need to sift through all of the photos first. Like this tits and all that, right? But then there's one in there that I find them. There's about 50 pictures, and then one of them's the quiz. Oh, there's a quiz. Got a quiz. So then I get the quiz. So, are you ready for Becky's quiz? No, I'm Becky. In Gladiator 2, Flatliner, there's a Spartacus moment, and it's like, oh, you dirty bastards. Everybody who slagged off Gladiator 2, there is a Spartacus moment, which is a fucking hell. You can see it happening to him. Don't do that. And then they do it, you think, oh, fucking hell. What he does is he tries to shoot the one of the emperors. No, not them. He tries to shoot the fucking captain. He tries to shoot Pedro Pascal, right? The Duke comes in and says, "Who the fuck did that? Oh, you're gonna get flogged, whatever." And then also, "Oh, I did it. I did it. I think, oh, you fucking Ridley Scott. How did Ridley Scott do Gladiator 2? Wild. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Betty's quiz. Remember Betty's quiz? Have we done the Betty's quiz thing? That's an animated version of Becky's photo. You know that, yeah? Right. Here we go. I'm Becky. TV. We've had this one before, Becky, actually. So first of all, I'm going to start off with, I'm sure we've had this one before. What was Ross's pet monkey called in Friends? I am sure we've had that before. What was Ross's pet monkey called in Friends? Which show is Frasier a spin-off from? I like that one. Which show is Frasier a spin-off from? Oh, do you know what? Who said Bubbles? Mr. P. Have you seen fucking Chimp Empire on Netflix? Has anybody ever seen that? Chimp Empire? About the people in America who own chimpanzees. Like, fucking hell. What a wild creature to try to have in your home. A fucking chimpanzee. Like, fucking hell. Honestly, I think I'd rather have a lion kicking about than a chimpanzee. They are uncontrollable. There's no need to have an adult chimpanzee in your house unless you want your face eaten off. But that's not what Ross said. He had a monkey. Music, right? Before Phil Collins, who was the lead singer of Genesis? Fucking hell, I would never ever have known this. No, don't answer yet. Bubbles. No, don't answer yet. Don't answer yet. Never watched Friends or Frasier. Fucking hell, no way, Kenny. What do you've never watched Friends? Or Frasier. That is wild. My ecology tutor had her fingers bitten off. Who by? Ian? By a chimpanzee or by a co-worker? When I was at school, right, I went to Farringdon School in Sunderland. And in the science block, the science doors were massive, like heavy doors, right? And I had a pal called, he wasn't really a pal, he was within my group, right, called Mike. He's dead now, actually, Michael Anderson. And he put his hands in the door frame, and back in the day, he would take the piss out of teachers, and teachers wouldn't do fucking much about it, and the teacher slammed the door on his fingers, and as he screamed, and as they opened the door, one of his fingers fell off on the hole. That's a real thing. His finger got chopped off by this door. Like, fucking hell. What is that? Is that connected to anything? My ecology tutor had her fingers bitten off by a chimp. She was gorgeous as well, but couldn't wank you off with her. Make MFGA, man. MFGA. Make fingering great again. Before Phil Collins, who was the lead singer of Genesis? Remember that? Which female artist was the first ever woman inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? That's a brilliant one. Which female... you don't answer, remember. Which female artist was the first ever woman inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Ads. What was the name of the home pride flower man? That is so good, because I would never ever guess it, but when you read it, I'd say, oh yeah, it is. What was the what was the name of the home pride flower? But you do a really good job of these, you do a good job. What sweets were made to make your mouth water? What sweets were made to make your mouth water. I do like these, but you do a good job. Sport. Mr. West. Mr. West, what's that a reference of? Home Pride. Did you see that? Kenny, did you see me? Harry Kane and Fred West tag team earlier on. They won. Sport. Which country won the first ever FIFA World Cup in 1930? I wouldn't have gotten that either because I thought. Well, I'm going to tell you what I thought. Oh, here's one. I know this one. In boxing, what does it mean if a fighter is a southpaw? What does it mean if a fighter is a southpaw? The last section is movies. Which film had the tagline, oh, it's be afraid, be very afraid? Nice, like it. You cut a pinky finger off. Did you? Like you cut it off? Or it got cut off? I've only looked, but that's against the rules, Mr. P. So you ain't getting any points for that. I've only looked one up. That's not it. Nah. The last one. Who is the only person to receive an Academy Award nomination for acting in a Star Wars movie? Say that again. Who is the only person to receive an Academy Award nomination for acting in a Star Wars movie? I would never, ever, 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 ever have gotten that. Great questions, Becky. Great questions. And a maximum of 10 points on offer. Now remember, we trust you. We trust you fully. So what we'll do is we'll give Becky 5 points for the effort. Yeah. So Becky is going to be on 20 points. Right. The rest of you now have to earn. Right. Oh, flats. Well done, flats. Yeah. So then, remember, I've got a filter. I've got a new EI filter attached to all this, so I know when you're lying. Right, so remember that, just remember, right? So, TV. What was Ross's pet monkey called in Friends? It was not number 1, Marcel. I like how Mark takes this. Mark's a bit of a fucking swat, isn't he? He always does that 1, number 1. Question 1. Answer. He's a bit of a fucking swat, isn't he? I do like it though. It does come across well, I like it. Marcel. He's right, Mark McQueen is right. It's Marcel. Question number 2. I think Mark's sitting there. Mark is definitely. He's probably got his own setup, right? He's probably got his own little setup there, right? Oh shit! Fucking hell! It's pub quiz time. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's pub quiz time. Right, shush, everybody! Pub quiz time. Got his book and pen, right? It is Cheers. Which show is Frasier a spin-off from? It is Cheers. It is Cheers. Well done, guys. Fucking notes are fuck off. Mate, you've got your own proper printed off a clipboard. You've got your fucking 10 question answers on a clipboard with a pen. You tell everybody shut the fuck up. Right? It's pub quiz time. You're getting totally in it. Totally in it. Right. Before Phil Collins, who's the lead singer of Genesis? And Elaine, I'm guessing, Elaine, right? You answered ahead of me seeing this. You said Peter Gabriel. That's right. That is if the answer is to number 3 and not to number 2, which was the Frasier Show. Peter Gabriel was the lead singer of Genesis. I would never have known that. How's that common knowledge? I know who Peter Gabriel is. Like Sledgehammer in it. But I didn't realise he was the lead singer of Genesis before Phil Collins. Like fuck. Which female artist was the first ever woman inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? This is a good one. It's not what's common knowledge. Peter Gabriel. It's not common knowledge that Peter Gabriel was the lead singer of Genesis. It is like off of like 1,000 years ago. Fucking hell. Yeah. They were answering that question during Normandy. To pass the time on the Normandy landing. They fucking answered that question. Fuck's sake. Sure, nah. Not good one. Dolly Parton. It is not. Janis Joplin. It is not. It is not. Nah. I mean, that's if Becky's right. Fucking, I don't know. I didn't check any of this. I just read it as I see it. Becky's very quiet though. But Becky says it was Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin. I used to love Kylie. Oh my god, I still do actually. Ads. I know these to be true. What was the name of the Home Pride Flower Man? What was the name of the Home Pride Flower Man? And as I said, never ever would have got that. But when you read it, you're like, oh, aye. Doughboy. It's not Doughy Boy. I make dough, but don't call me Doughboy. What's that off? Who sang that line? I'll give you 5 points just for that. I make dough, but don't call me Doughboy. It was Fred. Well done. It was Fred. Yep, Fred. Kylie. Wasn't Kylie. No, Kylie for fuck's sake. But I'll give you 5 special points for if you know. I make dough, but don't call me Doughboy. Who sang that? Who said it? Boss T. Very quiet. Deanie. Boss T's doing like audio edits, right? Of like a Mills and Boons book. Did you know that? Boss T is doing Mills and Boons audio shit at the minute. Fucking wild, isn't it? That's what he's doing. Rather than talk to us, he's editing Mills and Boons audio, making them sound sexier, I guess. Now, it wasn't Cliff Richard. It does sound like a Cliff Richard line. It was Ice Cube. Bad Ice Cube. Bad motherfucker. What sweets were made to make your mouth water? What sweets were made to make your mouth? You don't see these anymore, and these aren't the one that were cancelled. Aye, Opal Fruits, well done, Opal Fruits. Don't see them, do you? Why do you not see Opal Fruits? Were like classics. They are a legendary sweet. They did make your mouth water as well. Starburst. That's what they call Starburst now, are they? Oh, so they're now called. They're still the same thing, but they're rebranded. Opal Fruits. Not fucking whatever they're called now. They've been rebranded as Starburst. Don't know why that is. That's wild. And sport. Which country won the first ever FIFA World Cup in 1930? I would never, ever, ever, ever of getting this. Actually, do you know what? There's been 8 different teams that have won the World Cup. 8 teams. It was on a quiz on GB News, and I could answer 7, and I never heard what the 8th one was. This must be the 8th one. And it was Uruguay. It was Uruguay. Aye, they must be the 8th. Do you know what the... So Uruguay's won, right? Uruguay's won. But there are 7 other teams that have won the World Cup. Only 7 teams that have won the World Cup. Do you know who they are? Yes, left-handed. See a bit. Oh, sorry. The next question. We'll get on the next question. We'll do that at the end. In boxing, what does it mean if a fight is a southpaw? Yes. Mark's got his book and pen. Mark's frustrated, right? He's fucking like, why the fuck? Stop talking. I want to get the next one. Left-handed. Left lead. Yeah. Left-handed. Well done. Southpaw is a lefty. Should be banned. Should be banned, should lefties. Right, last 2 movies. This is a good one. I love this one. Which film had the tagline, "Be afraid, be very afraid"? I do love that because I do remember it. And if I didn't know the answer now, it would be fucking scratching my head. Proper scratching my head. It's not Jaws. Nope. It's not Exorcist. I'd be probably putting something in that, and I can get out and see what you're saying. I would not get it right. It would be scratching my noodle, this. But it's correct. This is a fucking hell of a horror. It's a horror. It's a hell of a horror as well, actually. Really, really good. It's worth a watch back. It wasn't Aliens. That was in Space Nobody Can Hear You Scream. This is The Fly. What a great horror movie. Jeff Goldblum in The Fly. What a great movie. And the last one. Got to go. Take care, dude. Thank you so much for being here, man. Thank you so much. On your way out, please press the thumbs up on your way out. That's all the cost of entry for this. In Space No Woman Can Hear You Scream. Who was the only person to receive an Academy Award nomination for acting in a Star Wars movie? Who is the only person to receive an Academy Award nomination for acting in a Star Wars movie? James L. Jones. That would have been... that makes sense, but it's not. Alec Guinness, Ian. Well done. Guinness. Yeah. I got you. It was Guinness. Well done, everybody. And well done to Becky. Because that was a really, really good quiz. As always. Right. Put your scores in. What'd you get? What did you get? Tell us what you... And be honest. Yeah, be honest, guys. Be honest. Because this week there's nothing. But next week, you'll get £5 to spend in Amazon. You get a £5 to spend. So we got Ian. Ends on 24 points. A walk any outdoors. Ends on 26 points. 25 points, sorry. 25 points. Elaine, 25 points, total 5 in the quiz. Elaine, 25 points. Oh, we've got a tie. Mark, 10, 14 points for Mark. Kaz, Boss T, Flats, what did you on? Flats, you're on 20. You're on 20 already. Flats, what did you get? I got 424. All right, so we've got a tie between Kenny and Elaine. Is that true? Right. Tie break time. I don't have a thing for that, so we'll use the top birds one for tie break time.
Top birds.
That's all I got. You got tie break. Right then. So I did say earlier, right, that there's been 8 World Cup winners. Only 8, right? You already know one. Oh, Sutty's in with 5. But Sutty, you missed a lot. No, that's not the way it works, Kenny lad. Not the way it works. This is a D. If there's one thing you know about me, is I am proper DEI. Right? I take DEI fucking serious. So, full equality here, right? And there's no prizes to be won, remember, right? This is for joy. And Kenny, you might not get this right. There's been 8 World Cup winners so far. Can you name the 8 World Cup winners? List them down, and then when you've done it, press the button. Right? Press the button when you've done it. I gotta go. Be true, everyone. Cheers, Flats, for being here. Or we just switch off. Don't have to, man. I mean, just switch off and just put on the and just put on my fake Megan Fox outro, and then the beer tumbling over. But I don't even think I've said thank you so much for being here this week. I really appreciate you always being here. Really, really, really appreciate it. Love you being here. Thank you for giving me your time on a Friday evening. It means so much. Actually, we'll just call it there. We'll say there's been 2 winners. We've had Elaine and we've had Kenny. joy of joys. Argentina, Brazil, France, England, Germany. Argentina, Brazil, France, England, Germany, yeah. Germany, Italy, Spain, England, Uruguay, Brazil, yeah. So, as I know it, it is Germany, France, Italy, Germany, England, Argentina, Uruguay, Spain, yeah. And, it's already been said, and probably the most obvious of them, is Brazil. Brazil. But what we'll do is we'll call it a tie. We'll call it a tie. Thank you so much for being here. Tomorrow night I will be doing the Misfits watch along. It'll be on from about 7 till about 10:30. I'll just be sitting having a few beers on the sofa. So it'll be a different angle. I'll have up in the corner like a fuzzy view of the show of what's going on, and I'll just be talking shit. I'll be answering questions, talking shit, right? It's not going to be anything like a production. This is a production, right? It'll be nothing like this. It'll just be me talking shit, watching the fights. If you want to jump in, I'll be there, right? I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being here. Really, honestly appreciate you're here all the time. The thing I was going to announce earlier on, and I'm going to do it as a video, is I need to expand my Shield Maidens. You're all here. It's the same people here, week in, week out, and you need. And I want to provide you with Shield Maidenhood as a thank you. And that's for all of you. You're all the same people here all the time. That is great. Honest to God, it's a great foundation. So thank you so much. Love yous all. Catch me tomorrow at 7 p.m. every single night, right? Tomorrow I'll be going live with the fights, and then every night it'll be clips of this short night. There's a few little clips that are definitely worth pushing out there. Love yous. Honest to God, love yous. Right. I'm out of here. Have a great time. If you want to chat, send us a DM on X. I genuinely, I do mean that. Just give us a DM if you want to chat us about anything. Suggest anything about the show. Feedback. Just see anything. Just chat to us. I'm on DMs. I'm 100% on them. So just DM us. Right. I'm off now. I guess I'm going to eat. Love yous all. Take care. Peace.
Watch the Men Said Show. Hosted by the one and only, super sexy, Colin.